IVM.
Hey guys, welcome to the Positively Unlimited podcast. So I want to ask you all before I begin, how many episodes have you listened to this week? Are you someone who listens to single episodes or the ones that come out from Monday to Monday? Or do you spend the week listening to some of the previous episodes as well? Well, whichever one you are, connect with me on Instagram. My handle is PositivityAngel, and do let me know. For those who have signed in for the first time, for those who are listening to this podcast for the first time, well, it started off with a very simple need to give everybody quick, easy tips and tools, what I call positive action, to get through daily issues. And the first series that we did was A to Z of positive action, 26 mindsets that could get you through a whole bunch of stuff that we face every single day. Well, once we started that, it just kept rolling. I've done 2 full series of A to Z of positive action. All those episodes are available on the IVM app and website. And now I've been doing a whole series of topics that you have sent to me on Instagram. So like I said, connect with me on Instagram. My handle is PositivityAngel, and leave me a DM telling me what you would like me to talk about. However, I would say, do give the previous episodes a listen before you drop me a topic, because I may have already covered it. Coming to today's episode, we're talking about friendships. One of my favorite topics and one of my favorite relationships. Why? Because for me, friends are extended family. Friends are that family that you get to choose. What do I mean by that? Well, we're born into a family, and yes, in the spiritual realm, the soul chooses that family. However, in my human form, this is a family that I'm born into. Not of my choice necessarily in the human form. But friends in this human form are the family that I choose. So think about the people that you surround yourself with. Do they pull you down or do they lift you up? Are you the more giving friend or are you sitting on the receiving end? Ask yourself, what kind of friendships do you have? Do you have friendships that have lasted a really, really long time? Or do you have friendships where your heart was broken, where you felt let down? And are you someone today who says, I don't need or want friends, or that you are not willing to trust anymore? Friendships come in all forms, shapes, sizes. They come in different states of relationships. But the one function of a friendship is to teach you more about you. It is to teach you how you should deal with people and how you should treat people. Friendships come to teach you how you should treat your own self. That's why friends are so important. I get a lot of clients who tell me that they find it very hard to make friends. I get a lot of clients who don't have very many friends. And for me, this is odd. It's odd because I'm a typical Bombay girl. And if you are a typical Bombayite, then you have multiple groups of friends. You know why? Because we grew up in one building, so we had building friends. You had street friends. Then you went to school, and if you went to school in a bus, then you had bus friends. Then you had school friends. Then you went to tuitions and you had tuition friends. That grew into having train friends if you took the train to college. College friends. The train friends continued till the time you were taking the train. And you had work friends. So, someone who was born and brought up in Bombay in the 90s, well, a lot of us, somewhere this city taught us to make a lot of friends. And this is something that I've spoken about in a video of mine, which is available on my website, circleofpositivity.com, as well as on my YouTube channel by the same name. But today what I want to talk to you about friendship, the part where I want to go deeper, is how we burden this relationship with all kinds of rules, all kinds of demands and expectations. Let's make one thing clear. If a friend is not treating you right, well, the first person to blame for that is you. Does not mean that the friend is not accountable, but first, you are accountable to you. So have you communicated to your friend how you would like to be treated through the right action? When your friend has not treated you correctly, have you spoken about it and rectified it? Have you placed your boundaries? If you have not taught people in your world to treat you a certain way, and yes, we have to teach people in our world that by the way we treat our own selves. So if you haven't done that and a friend is treating you badly, then you don't get to complain and you don't get to dump the blame on friendship, the relationship. Let me give you an example. If you are somebody who will run in the middle of the night for all your friends, well, they are going to get used to it and they will always demand it of you. But if you don't open the door for them to run to you in the middle of the night when you need it, because you are somebody who gets up and says, I can take care of myself, and you end up telling them what happened only the next day, then don't cry when they don't come to help you. Because you never taught them that. You did not call them at 3 o'clock in the morning telling them to come and help you. The second thing you want to understand is this. Nobody can read your mind and you cannot read anyone else's mind. Yes, some of us have better perception and we are able to understand others better than most. However, you cannot expect your friend to know what is going on in your mind. So you need to learn to communicate. Don't burden friendships with expectations if you are not communicating correctly. I'm also going to tell you another very important piece about friendship. And this is about all the people in your life. Nobody is meant to be in your life from birth to death. Nobody, no single person. Your parents will go before you. Your grandparents, they came before you, will go before you. Your sibling, elder or younger, well, if you have a younger sibling, yes, that person may be with you till the end of your life. There's at least one person because of the age difference or the time gap. Friends, they come into your life at different stages and they don't come into your life to always be there forever. So please drop that expectation. People come into our lives for a certain period. There is a certain relationship that has to be fulfilled and then they will go. That is the law of the universe. That is how energy flows. So you want to stop wanting to have people in your life for your entire life. Make peace with the fact that people come and people go. If you do this, you will slowly start easing into your friendships. You will start treating friends in a different way and you will start feeling differently in a friendship. I also want to tell you this. There is no age for making friends. You can make friends when you are 40, 50, 60. You can even make new friends when you are 90. You can make friends as a 2-year-old toddler, as a 6-month-old baby, as a 5-year-old kid, 14-year-old teenager, 21-year-old kid. There is no rule to when you can make friends, and friends are not supposed to be in your life, or rather nobody is supposed to be in your life from birth to death. Yes, that they may be there is a different story, but they are not supposed to be there. So drop the expectation. Friendships are a space, well, at least for me, of total acceptance. There is no judgment and there is no assessment. There is only communication. Yes, there are lots of things that my friends would do or have done that I haven't liked, but I will not judge them for it. I will instead communicate. And if they stand in acceptance too, then the problem gets resolved. So you want to understand this. Friendship is the one space, one relationship where if you keep expectations outside the door, you will enjoy unconditional acceptance inside the room. And on that note, I'm signing off. I hope that this perspective of friendship helps you bring all your relationships into balance. I hope that it allows you to treat your friends a lot differently and yourself a lot differently. So until next Monday, make sure you tune in to all the previous episodes on the IVM app and the IVM website.
Did you know that Parsis in Mumbai, instead of being left at the Tower of Silence after they die, are now cremated? And why? Because a cow fell sick in the early 1990s. Did you know that the smog in Delhi is caused by something that farmers in Punjab do and that there's no way to stop them? Did you know that there wasn't one gas tragedy in Bhopal, but 3? One of them was seen, but 2 were unseen. Did you know that many well-intentioned government policies hurt the people they're supposed to help? Why was demonetization a bad idea? How should GST have been implemented? Why are all our politicians so corrupt when not all of them are bad people? I'm Amit Verma, and in my weekly podcast, The Seen and the Unseen, I take a shot at answering all these questions and many more. I aim to go beyond the seen and show you the unseen effects of public policy and private action. I speak to experts on economics, political philosophy, cognitive neuroscience, and constitutional law so that their insights can blow not only my mind, but also yours. The Seen and the Unseen releases every Monday. So do check out the archives and follow the show at seenunseen.in. You can also subscribe to The Seen and the Unseen on whatever podcast app you happen to prefer.
Hey, this is Shiladitya.
And I'm Amit Doshi.
And we host Shunya One.
It's a really fun podcast where we talk to some of the best entrepreneurs in the country.
Yes, talking about everything from their startup challenges to what they're building and all the future of technologies right here.
So catch us on the IVM Podcast website, app, or wherever you listen to your podcast from.